Miles with Cognitive Synergy here. I'm going to be talking about the AI bubble. Number 3, how to prepare, what's going on right now as we speak, what we see in the overall market, and how to exactly what to do to be prepared. Again, I'm Miles, longtime startup founder and entrepreneur, building agents for 3 years, over 600,000 runs to the test, and we're going to dive into this with cognitive synergy. So let's dive in. What we're seeing right now in the market is we're seeing several things. I'm going to go over kind of the main things. One of the largest challenges as we go through this tech shift. One of the largest business opportunity in the history of humanity, which is AI agents, is that Amazon sues Perplexity. Now, Amazon already has, it's over the AI agentic workflow for commerce, for AI agentic commerce, buying and purchasing and selling goods on the Amazon platform, where users will request it. Users will ask for what to buy. Perplexity's AI agent, now and growingly so in the future, will compare goods on the Amazon platform, and then provide the best deal for individuals. They'll a lot of construction going on right now. It is by far the largest business opportunity the world has ever seen, and by far. And so building AI agents now and what to do and how to position yourself in the market is going to be extremely important to best position yourself for the greatest economic transfer of wealth the world has ever seen. So Perplexity sues Amazon. Normally, Amazon has a recommender system that strategically, gives the user many options on their platform. What the best item to buy is, very specific to the user. So they monetize this in many ways. They don't advertise on their platform, but they do. It sometimes increase the price, not always offer the cheapest item, sometimes offer a more quality item, one with larger margins, so as to make more money. And if Perplexity's, platform increasingly takes over that process and does a lot of comparisons for the user, they could be much more, less platform friendly and be kind of more user friendly, where the margins associated with Amazon's profits could be challenged. Also, AI agents could actually additionally be the go-to back and forth between the seller and the buyer and replace Amazon, with the exception of Amazon's logistics systems. Now, Amazon has an extraordinary two-sided network effect built out, which is going to be near impossible for Perplexity to overcome and overtake. But I will say, also Amazon's logistics systems is, bar none, one of the best. Let me see if I can cross the road here in time. So this is the kind of things we're seeing right now. It's the fight over the customer experience in a lot of ways. It's kind of the fight over how individuals find products that they like, and then and sometimes services in the future that they like and going forward. Another aspect of this with the Amazon lawsuit is they want to facilitate this with their own AI agent, Rufus, which is doing really well. So we have kind of a combination of a lot of things going on, and Amazon doesn't want to lose out on that revenue share, that customer experience. They want to continue to have that relationship with the customer. So yeah, that's where we're at. Now, I think in the long run, if you look at it very carefully, AI agents will take over the e-commerce space. If Perplexity, for whatever reason, decides, hey, we no longer want to purchase your goods on your platform. We will take it to other vendors. We'll try to find the best deal for shipping and stuff like that at other locations. I'm here in a coffee shop in San Francisco. They have kind of a fountain here. Head over here. If Perplexity's AI agent takes over the whole customer experience, Amazon's going to have a lot less ability for quality controls, maybe risk, kind of some of the drawback associated with returns on their platform, which they don't anticipate in that model. If AI agents are unreliable right now and they order the wrong thing, well, that loss goes back to Amazon because they have to return the product, and ultimately Amazon's out the money and the loss associated with that. So so these are some of the many reasons why Amazon would not want Perplexity's AI agent taking care of that transaction. Kind of the other thing is Amazon's really terms of service doesn't allow AI agents at the moment. It's kind of interesting. It's almost like a shop saying, hey, we don't allow robots into our store, which I'm sure will happen at some point. Some cities are not allowing Waymos. Some stores are not going to allow robots. It'll be a robot-free zone. This will be just the beginning of a long debate over what AI agents should be able to do in the service. But ultimately, Amazon has taken a strong stance. It's very much a power play, and it's taking great risks to say, hey, we really want to handle the whole customer experience and not just the very end customer experience. Now, the largest risk that Amazon has is if Perplexity gets too large, gets larger and larger, which they're growing, and they handle more and more of the shopping experience. Not only do they be competing with the individuals that make the transaction, but now they're no longer selling maybe to a large distribution outlet like Perplexity that's making these decisions. So just very simply put, it's a bit of a fight over the customer experience, and ultimately Amazon, assuming Perplexity is going to continue to grow, it's actually going to be a point of distribution, and assuming the user is going to want that experience where it's actually shopping for the individual, then you will actually see that ultimately Amazon is going to have to allow AI agents on their platform to purchase for them. If this is what the customers want, if this is how they want to choose to use Amazon, this is ultimately the long arc by which this will play out in the long run. In the meantime, maybe there is some financial damages that they can take. Maybe they can send a message. Maybe they can negotiate better terms with the AI agent and how they behave before allowing it on their platform. Amazon is still very powerful. They still have a lot of say. They still have a great distribution, and people prefer Amazon, and so they still have some leverage to boss the AI agents around. In the long arc of things, what we'll probably see is AI agents plus the customer will be able to get on Amazon, any other e-commerce platform, and go in. Just they will not want robots, but ultimately, kind of being pet friendly, they'll eventually want robot friendly coffee shops in order to allow all the customers and maximize their revenue and profits, be able to compete in a competitive market. So that's on that. So what we're experiencing right now is an AI agent and AI, somewhat of a bubble, but it's actually not a bubble popping, but it's like a wobble. The stock market has been up and down, and some of the largest Mag 10 companies were starting to see some concern. And so the second story is that one of the largest investors, not one of the largest investors, but a very large investor in Nvidia, pulled out all their earnings, earning billions on an investment with OpenAI. And they decided to entirely sell. I believe it's a $5 or $6 billion position in Nvidia, and so when doing that, it sent a little bit of a wave through the market. They did clarify that it's not that they're concerned about OpenAI. So SoftBank selling their full position in OpenAI, not citing any concerns with OpenAI whatsoever, but they are saying they are wanting to take money back to invest in other AI projects right now. Namely, as you can see, the excitement around AI is going from the infrastructure layer, the actual chip manufacturing, the actual power and supply, and AI factories, and then it's starting to go up the stack into the higher infrastructure layer, into the application layer, the development tools, and then ultimately the application layer, which are the AI agents, which we're heading into. You can see finance heading in that direction. Lastly, Nvidia, CoreWeave, and others reporting a major delay in an infrastructure build out, citing the fact that supply chains are extremely new, that they're still getting used to how fast and how much money is going into the system. This is a concern for investors also, is that they predict a very steady and unambiguous return on investor capital money. And when there's a major delay at a site when they're building out data centers, this does send some concern. Another reason why Nvidia is kind of down recently, the market is a bit wobbly right now. So there are concerns in the market, but ultimately, if you can imagine the trillions of dollars that are trying to get funneled into data center infrastructure right now is quite extraordinary, unlike anything we've ever seen in the past. And so as we see this, we can imagine and we can expect delays, especially at one data center build out, for example, out of the many that are going on. These things are totally expected. Logistics, supply chain, parts, manufacturing, building data centers is extremely complex. So it's amazing we haven't had more delays than we currently have. So all this being said, these are kind of the challenges. A high view that's going on in AI right now is truly bottlenecked at the not at the financing. There's plenty of finance for AI build out. There's plenty of money going towards whatever is needed in AI and solving any bottleneck. But ultimately, what we're seeing right now is a concern for and a slowdown in how fast these data centers can be built, how fast energy can come on, new energy power plants can come online, nuclear, solar, and others. So this is literally going to be the largest bottleneck over the coming years with AI. And the AI revolution is quite literally the actual hardware, steel, the actual logistics, manufacturing, and supply chain build out that these data centers have to go through. It's the most computationally heavy tech shift by far at any point in time in history. So these things are very challenging. But as we look more into the future, I'll say it's pretty bright. This thing will take longer than expected. I believe Jan LeCun and Patrick Karpathy and others, when they say this is not just the year of AI agents, this is the decade of AI agents. And so we can certainly have patience and know this is going to entirely change the economy as we speak. So by far the largest business window of opportunity and wealth transfer we will see in a long time. So stay tuned. Do the obvious thing, which is like, subscribe, share, watch this over and over again. I'm going to be sharing a lot more as we go along here, and as we continue to build and sharing tips, tricks on how to be a founder in the AI agent space.